Hello guys, you're watching the Field Gamers channel. I hope you guys enjoyed my most recent pool design video, and in that video I showed you 3 of my most recent pool designs that I've created, and I asked you guys between the first, second, and the third pool that I designed for you to pick one of those 3, and I would show you guys how to build it in my next video. So it turns out you guys, the majority of you guys voted for pool design number 2, which is right here in front of me. So this is what we're going to do today in today's video. I'm going to show you guys how to build it. For this tutorial, we are going to go through the same steps and the same process that I used myself when I designed this pool from the start. So to start, we're going to go ahead and create the basic shape of the pool, which is right here in front of me. You're going to go ahead and get your cobblestone, and I'll go ahead and give you the dimensions. I already did it out here just to save a little bit of time. But you're going to go ahead and start by making a line that's 6 blocks wide with your cobblestone and build it into the ground. And then it's going to be mirrored on both sides, so I'll just show you one side and then you'll just mirror it to the other side. Then you're going to go up and over 2 blocks, up and over 1, up and over 3, up and over 1, up and over 1 again, up and over 4, up and over 1, and then you're going to go over and up 3. So if you need to rewind or rewatch all that again, and feel free to pause the video at any moment so you don't miss anything. Once you've gotten to this part, so you're right here, you're going to go up and over 3 blocks so that these two should be the same. So this is what you have so far, everything from the center over there all the way to this edge. Once you've got these 3 blocks, you're going to go over, I believe it's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 again. And then you're going to go up and over 2, up and over 1, and then 1 again. And then once you've done that, you'll be done. You're going to do the same thing to the other side, and then once you have completed that, you should have, I think, 6 blocks remaining, and you'll just fill that in the back. And so basically, yeah, that's it for this basic shape. Once you've done that, then we can go ahead and move on to the next step. So now that you have your basic shape, we can go ahead and build that first layer down all within the inside of the outline, which I've already done. I went ahead and fast forwarded that. And then once you've done that, so go ahead and pause it so you can clear out just one level inside the outline of this design. And then once you've done that, you're going to just go ahead and start with this area right here. You're going to go down, skip 2, and then take all the blocks in front of this first row. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to do that along each of these outlines from the front. So in front of these 2 blocks, you're going to skip 2 and take those 2 out. In front of this block, skip 2. And you're just going to do that for all of these. Just skip 2, skip 2, skip 2. And then once you've gotten to this point, the only difference between this and what you just did with all the rest of the blocks is now you're going to skip 3. And then you're just going to leave these alone. So these outer 2 right here are the only ones that are different. So we'll go ahead and copy that over here real quick. And let me go ahead and change the time real quick. So we're going to go ahead and repeat that over here. Skip 2, skip 2, skip 2, skip 2, and then skip 3. And then we're done with this one. And then once you have this, we're going to go ahead and delete all of the blocks on this side, so the side that I'm on right now, this side of everything that of this line right here. So we'll go ahead and start removing all these blocks like this until you have this layer right here, which will all be right here. You'll see this layer, which is just 1 block below the original level, and then everything else will be 2 blocks. Everything down here will be 2 blocks below the original level, and then you'll have that look where it actually kind of goes down, so it's like shallow and then deeper towards the center. So I'll go ahead and fast forward through that, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the next part. Once you finish hollowing everything out, you can go ahead and fill everything in with the diamond. So go ahead and replace each of the dirt blocks that you have. You'll have all the space cut out, and it should look just like this, except it should be dirt instead of diamond. And if you're in survival mode, you don't have to use diamond because obviously that's way too hard of a material to obtain. But find some sort of material, maybe a quart block or something that's going to look good for the bottom of your pool, something that's going to stand out and make the water a little bit more see-through. And then go ahead and get rid of the dirt blocks and replace it with whatever flooring you want. So in this scenario, I already filled it in for you, so we'd save some time. And I use the diamond blocks because I'm in creative mode, obviously, and I just think that the diamond blocks make the entire bottom of the pool look really nice. And then you can also go ahead and fill in the back bottom parts with the cobblestone so that it doesn't look awkward. So go ahead and clean that up as well. And then once you've gotten that completed, all we have to do is fill it all in with water, and then we can go ahead and move to the next part. So I'll go ahead and do that for you real quick, and then we'll go ahead and start with the back side where we can add those rocks and make the waterfall. So here's what it should look like after you filled it in with water, and I'll go ahead and get closer so you can see. So everything is filled in with water. And once you have done that, we can go ahead and add in the back wall from the pool design. So what we're going to do, I'll go ahead and get my menu out real quick, is we're going to start on the side over here, and just like we've done before, everything is going to be mirrored on one side. We're going to use these 3 blocks as our reference on the side. And we're going to go all the way to the back block of this row of 3, and we're going to go ahead and place 2 blocks down like this. So once you've done that, we can go ahead and start building our wall. So we're going to go diagonally back, and we're going to add 3 blocks, and we're going to build those up too. So you have this. Once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and build up and over 3, except we're going to get rid of this block, because right here there's going to be an overhang, which you'll see later, but just for now, go ahead and put the 3 blocks that goes up and over from these 3 blocks. So you should have just like this. And then once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and do a diagonal 3, so we're going to go ahead and just make that diagonal, get rid of those, and then make those 3. So you have, here's your overhang 3, and then from here you're going to have these other next row of 3 that's going to be diagonal. And what you can do with these is you can actually go ahead and build these down because there is no overhang for these. And then for this one right here, you can go ahead and fill in this extra layer back here. So you have something that looks like this. 2 right here, diagonal 3, up and over 3, except this is an overhang, so underneath the diagonal 3 or the up and over 3, you're going to have just the wall behind it. And then from these 3, we went diagonal back, added this row of 3, and we just built the wall back down. So once we've done that, we can go ahead and go back 2. So we'll just kind of do this, get rid of that extra block. And again, we can go ahead and build that down. So this is the only part that we're not building straight down. This is the only part that has that little overhang that I'm gonna show you right now. Then basically you're just gonna follow these, bring it all the way up to the exact same level that we left off on. And then once you've done that, you can go ahead and mirror that to the other side. So I'll go ahead and finish halfway. So here's the halfway mark. Once you've gotten that done, you can literally just copy and do everything on the other side. So I'll go ahead and do that off camera real quick, and then we'll move on and add some more details to that back wall. Alright, now it's starting to look pretty good. Now let's start adding some details. So we're going to go over here, and here's our little hanging ledge that we created. We're going to take a stair block piece, a cobblestone stair block piece, and we're going to put it upside down like this. I'll go ahead and do that to both sides, since this is a quick addition. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a half slab, and you're just going to go, here's your stair piece, and then we're going to go up, we're going to go over and then up, and we're going to put these 2 half slabs like this so that it's cornered with the stair piece. And I'll go ahead and do that to the other side too real quick. Once we've done that, then we are going to go back to these this row of 2 right here, and we're going to add, oh, not right there, top layer of those. We're going to add that right there, and then we're going to add 2 to the very top like this. So go ahead and quickly do that over here. Add those there, add those there. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just create a row that goes all the way across. Just like this. And then before we add in, and I guess if you want to, you can go ahead and fill all this extra in with the half slabs. Although we are going to get rid of some of them here in a second. But just to kind of fill everything in real quick, we'll just do that. Alright, so there we go. So you have something that kind of looks like this, starting to come together. And as you already know, that the waterfall comes out right here. So let's go ahead and try to find the center. So we'll use the back wall as a reference. Since this is 6 blocks wide, we know that the center is going to be right here, these 2 blocks right here. So let's go ahead and find the center, and we'll go ahead and mark it right there. And what we're going to do is actually these two blocks are going to stay like this, and then the outside of the center, so we'll go ahead and, so this is the center, yeah, there we go, it's a little easier, and here is the two blocks on the outside of the center. And what we're going to do with these is we're going to go ahead and start building the pool that actually holds all the water. So now we're going to go ahead and add these over here, so diagonal from the two blocks. Now we're going to mirror this across, so we'll just do one side for now. Diagonal from this one, you're going to go ahead and make two blocks right here. And then diagonal from these, we're going to go back 4. So let me actually just go ahead and get my actual full block out. So we'll go ahead and back 4. So now that we have that, then we're going to go diagonally back this way, back towards the center, just one block. And then we're going to go 8. So diagonally, so go ahead and do this diagonally and make 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can go ahead and mirror that over real quick. So I'll go ahead and do that just as quickly as I can. Nope. There we go. And this is going to be the pool that holds all the water. So let's go ahead and get a water bucket real quick. And I believe that since this is a half slab, I don't think that this is going to work correctly. Yes, the water is actually too high. So what we're going to do now is take the extra layer of half slabs out from the inner part right here. So like I said, we were going to just delete it anyway, but just so that we could see that that all was supposed to be connected. So now you have this, and basically to get that water to sit right, it all needs to be on this level. So we're going to go ahead and just fill all of this extra stuff, or all these extra, space in with these cobblestone blocks, so that they are one block lower than the outline that we just created. And this is where the water is going to sit. And then to get the water to flow out, you can get rid of these two and add it like that. And then we'll go ahead and add that water in and continue with the landscaping. So here's what it should look like after you've gone ahead and filled this area up with water. I've already got it filled up for you guys, and here's the waterfall flowing nicely into the pool. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clean up this under part real quick. These parts right here, we're going to get rid of these full blocks and just make them half slabs. So you can get rid of it, add a half slab. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just fill in the whole area on both sides of it with half slabs, so it looks like it all blends really well. And then the back part is already set for you, so you kind of get this stair step feeling where it kind of at a slope goes down and to the back of this wall right here. So once you've done that, it'll be this whole front area right here will be done. And then what we can do is go ahead and move on to creating the border of the landscape area. So we'll go ahead and start over here with these two reference blocks. We've already got these blocks set down. So go ahead and get your cobblestone block out, and then from these two blocks that you already have here, we're going to go and add another one diagonally right here. And then we're going to add 5 of them back, also diagonal from this block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you should have this shape right here. Then we're going to go up and over back towards the center 1, and then back towards the center 2. So now you have something that looks like this. And then we're going to go up and over. So we're going to actually go corner-wise, but we're actually going to build upward 1 block. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to add a half slab. So this is what we have so far. Once you get to this 2 blocks right here, you're going to do another corner block, 2 rows right here. This one is going to be 2 blocks high, and this one will be 2.5 blocks high. And then we're going to do the same thing again, build another one, and this one's going to have 3 blocks. So it'll have this little stair step feeling right here. And basically while we're doing that is we're trying to keep this side equal in height with this side. So now we're going to, using the same distance, we're going to go back diagonally back 3. So our new level that we're on is 3. Once you've done that, we're going to move over to the side 1, and we're going to add a half slab to this. So now you should have something that looks like this. From the upper view, this is what it looks like. Once you do that, we're going to go diagonal again. Go and get your regular blocks out. Bring it all the way up and make it 4 blocks tall. So you have something that looks a little like this. And then we're going to bring this wall over another 3. And these are all going to be the same height as that, the one we just did last. So now you should have something that looks like this. So let's go ahead and go diagonally and away from the pool this way. So we'll go ahead and put a block down here. And we're going to make this one 1 block taller than these 4 columns right here. And then once we've done that, we're going to just go ahead and go up and over 1. So we'll go ahead and do it with this one first. And then up and over 1 again. And then we're going to bring this one over 10 blocks. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it should look like this. This should line up evenly on both sides. And it does. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and bring these down. So I'll go ahead and do that real quick, just so you can have a quick visual, so you know what you're building is correct to what I'm showing you. So now that we have this is what you should have. You're just going to go ahead and mirror the other side the exact same way. I'll go ahead and do that off camera. And what you should see is this side has that same basic shape that my first pool had, and this will actually fill in with grass, and we'll fill it in with bushes and extended grass, and we'll add some trees, and it'll all actually end up looking really nice here in a little bit. So go ahead and replicate the other side the same way. I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera real quick, and then we'll move on to the next part. Once you have the outline done on both sides, like you see here, it should look very similar to this. And then we can go ahead and start adding that grass in there and adding a little bit of foliage and making it look really good. So let's go ahead, bring up my menu real quick, and get back and put some grass right here. So we'll start on this layer right here, and we're just going to go ahead and from this block right here, we're going to fill in this, this, and this all the way back. So these 3 rows back, just fill it all in with just your grass. If you don't have grass and all you have is dirt, then you can just put some dirt down, let the grass grow over here, and then eventually, as we're building this up, the grass will actually grow up the mountain. So once you have that done, we can go ahead and go up another layer and go ahead and put some grass right here. And we're not going to go up any higher than this. So for this layer, we're just going to go back 3, starting from this block back here. And then once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and extend 3 right here. And then we can go ahead and build this all the way back. Once you have this second level done, we'll go ahead and move to the third level. And this one's going to be, we're going to go ahead and start right here. We're going to go ahead and build this back so that we fill in everything up to this line right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go 1 more block back and fill in all this right here, these 4 slots right here. And then you're going to go ahead and build this all the way back. And once you've gotten that done, we can go ahead and fill in everything else over here by just going 2 blocks this way, 1, 2, and then filling this up right here like that. And we can actually go ahead and fill that in too. So now you should have something that looks like this. Okay, looks pretty good so far. Now that we've gotten that completed, we can go ahead and go to level 4, and we'll go ahead and put 1 block here. Oops, not right there. So 1 right here, 1 right here, here, and then here. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks from this line right here. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and build this back 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go ahead and I guess make that 6. And then on the edge of the 6th block, bring 2 of them this way. And then fill in that little crevice right there. And then everything else that's hasn't been filled in, you can go ahead and fill in now. So let's go ahead and fill this all in. Just make sure you're not overlapping the grass that we've already made over here. Okay, and now we have something that looks like this. And then from here, everything else can just be filled in with the next level up. So go ahead and put your grass right here and fill everything else out all the way around, and then mimic the other side the exact way we just did. And I'll go ahead and just go to the halfway mark just so we can have half of it done, and then I'll let you do the other half yourself. So it should look a lot like this. And I'm already liking the way it looks. Make sure you have your cobblestone slab and your cobblestone. And we're just going to go around, starting right here, we're going to go around and just kind of add a little bit of texture to it, just so it doesn't look like it's too stiff. Make it look like it's kind of like going into the ground at an angle. And you can just kind of do this however you want. This is all basically up to you. It's freestyle right here. You can add a little bit to it, add some texture if you'd like. Um, kind of add little half slabs like that, and just keep doing this until you have something that looks natural, kind of like it was made without you actually making it, like the computer randomly generated it and it looks like it's a piece of landscape. So you can go like this, add blocks all over the place, just kind of make it look jagged and rugged, and that's basically all I did. There's really no actual way to do it, but see, once you start to do this, you'll start to get that idea that it's like a natural mountain that was just kind of going up at a slope. And depending on where you're making this in your environment, let's say you're making it up against something, you can actually have this go out a lot more steeper. So like you could have this come out and then have it like slowly decline in a slope like that. Or if you like the way I have it, you can keep it just like this and make it like a very steep slope that goes straight into the ground from the actual border that we created. But that's really up to you. Put some blocks down, kind of like this. Make it look a little jagged and rugged. Make it look like it's actually... Don't make it look like it's not just a wall, because in a natural environment, you're not going to have just a flat wall against a mountain. You're going to have something that looks kind of like this. It's kind of all over the place. That's just kind of molded this way over time. And just kind of have something that goes like this. And it'll just, you really don't have to be exact. You don't have to like get your ruler out and measure everything. This is all just pretty much random. Add some half slabs, make the slopes a little different from each other, kind of like this, and just keep doing that all the way across. I'll go ahead and finish up off camera, but you kind of get the idea. Just make it jagged. You can kind of go get a distance away from it, look at it, see how it looks, come back to it and add more to it. But really that's all up to you. That's basically the only part of this design that actually is going to be completely up to you. So it's kind of going to vary a little bit between each person who makes that little jagged area. Or you can just leave it alone and keep it a flat wall. If that's what you want, then that's fine as well. So here's what it looks like with all the grass, and I gotta say it looks pretty good. But now we're gonna add, before we add the landscape, we're gonna go ahead and add these little islands that I decided to throw in there, just because I think it adds a little bit of texture, because I don't want it to be too plain. Because if something's too plain, sometimes it just looks silly. A lot of times when I'm doing modern stuff, it's easy to keep things plain and make it look good, but I wanted to add a little bit more texture to this hill. It just seemed too plain to me. So what I did is we're going to go ahead and start with our half slab, and we're going to go right, so we're going to start here as our reference, and skip 2 right here, skip 2, and then skip 2 this way, and then put your first half slab block right there. So kind of like if you're at this corner, skip a corner, and then right next to this, that's where we're putting our first block. And then from there, we'll go ahead and put another block there. Get your regular block. We're going to go up and put those as cobblestone blocks. Then we're going to use our half slab and put one half slab right there. Or actually, no, we'll put it right there. And then right here, this section right here, we're going to actually just do this so that it goes up. Actually, I shouldn't have removed that right there. So you should have something like this so far. So we started right here, made these 2 half slabs, went up a half slab. Right on this corner piece, we added a half slab, and then this, we went up another half slab on this little L shape. Once we have that, we're going to go up a half slab right here, and then we're going to go up a half slab. We'll just use a full block for this part. Get rid of these 4 blocks, put 4 down. Once we have that, then there's only one more part to do. We'll use half slabs this time, and we'll start right here. We'll put 1 down, or actually not right there, right here. Go up 3, and then put 2 more at the end right there. So for the bushes, we're just going to add like 1 right here, here. Really, it's kind of up to you. Just try to center it the best you can. And then basically, I'll put 1 right there. But yeah, just try to center it the best you can. Make a few of them over here. And then just try to add foliage. And then what we'll also do is we'll add grass. So fill everything in with grass like this. And again, I'll do that off camera. And then once we have that, I'll do the trees with you step by step, because those are a little different. Those are a little harder to do by yourself. And then after that, we can actually get all the furniture and the rest of the flooring done. So once you guys have caught up with me and you have gotten all your grass and foliage down, it's really just kind of up to you where you put the foliage at. Then what you can do is we're going to go ahead and build the trees. And before I go to the trees, I went ahead and also added in the flooring. The flooring isn't hard. This flooring that I have here is just for display, so you can see the design and how the flooring goes with it. Basically, you're going to take this area and just build it in, make it blend yourself with whatever you have around you. But let's go ahead and do those trees real quick. We're going to make these trees a total of 4 fence posts high. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I accidentally added those in. Let me put that grass back. Okay, and then you're going to take your oak leaves, you're going to make a plus on the top. Again, I've shown you guys this in my palm tree tutorial video, but for those of you who haven't seen it, I'll just quickly show you how to do it here. We're going to build that plus down 1 block of grass, or of leaves, whatever you call it. So you have something like this, and then we're going to bring that down like this, so we're going to go ahead and bring that down on both sides just by 2 blocks, like you see here. And then you'll have these basic trees right here, and then you can kind of fill them in on the edges. I like to fill them in just to kind of add a little bit more texture to the palm tree. And then there you go. And what you're going to do is you're just going to do that for each tree, and then you'll have your finished product. And then after you've done that, to make it actually blend a little bit better, add some chairs using some quart blocks. Let me just go to the actual finished product that I've created earlier. So here's the pool from my actual video where I first came out with 3 designs for 3 different pools. And what I did here, this is what it'll look like with the trees added in already and done for you. I also added in these little fence posts just with torches on them to add some light. I added some light in the back behind the waterfall. I added some lights down here as well just to kind of add lights into the actual pool, so if you're swimming at night you can actually see the water you're swimming in. And then what I did over here is diagonally kind of adjacent to the water at the same angle, I added some grass just on both sides to make a little bit more foliage so it wasn't just plain rock. And then here you see I used the quart half slabs and the quart stair pieces to make the reclining chairs that you see at most pools. And I just kind of evened those on both sides, and it looks pretty good. And you can add more, you can add less, you can pretty much do that as much, in whatever manner you want. It's up to you at this point. The pool is in your hands. You've got most of it completed. The rest of the finishing details are just for you to add in there and make it, tweak it a little bit and make it your own. So this is what it should look like when you're done. Hopefully it looks like this. If you have to rewatch parts of the video, that might be necessary. Maybe you missed a few things. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is what you guys voted for. This is what you guys wanted to see as my tutorial design video. So I hope you guys enjoy my future videos as well. I'll be doing this for most of my designs. I'll just go through some of my previous designs and pick some of those out and do tutorial videos on the designs that I do throughout my channel. So basically from now on, every time I do a design video, I'll show like 3 or 6 different designs of whatever video I'm making, and then later I'll do a tutorial on whichever one I think people want to see the most. So that'll be kind of my tradition for my channel. That's what I'll be doing. That's what you can expect for future videos. I think that that's going to work really well. So if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. That would always help. See you guys in my next video. Again, hit that subscriber button. I'll see you guys later.